But what I really wanted from this session is, well, for you to introduce yourself to the group. We'll send the recording out to everyone else as well, for the rest of the groups to catch up and to really find out more about you, more about skills for you, more for LinkedIn with Moez as well, and to really find out your vision for the Global Project Management Summit, and then to really go into some lessons learned from the AIA conference that you did. Because if something worked, or if something could have improved, why not learn from it rather than do that all over again?
Yeah. So should I start?
Yes, we're ready.
Hello everyone. So good evening to all of you. So my name is Abdul. So by profession, I done bachelor's in industrial engineering from Pakistan, and then in 2022 I got partial scholarship to study masters in project management from University of Portsmouth. So from Pakistan to UK, I traveled in 2022, completed my masters in project management. One of the best experiences, meet a lot of good friends, make a lot of good friends, know people from different cultures and backgrounds. Meanwhile, I got a sponsored job here in the UK in the healthcare sector as a project coordinator in Choice Care Group, which is one of the leading healthcare organizations. So for last more, it's close to 3 years I'm working with them. So it's going really good. Uh, I'm enjoying my job on daily basis. Sometimes it's challenging, sometimes it's okay. But like Jidre, I have also a thing like I can't settle for one thing. I always explore different things. I need to do different things. So I'm running two organizations, Skills for You and Pakistan Career Fair, which is totally helping Pakistani youth. We do international stuff as well, but currently it is based for Pakistani audience. My team in Pakistan so have people, 2 3 team members who are working on it along with me, and I'm leading them as their separate projects because I started entrepreneurship when I was in my fourth semester in industrial engineering, so it was 2017 time. So I still carrying it. I love entrepreneurship and volunteer work. Recently, I started a community called LinkedIn with Moise, in which I am helping people on LinkedIn. I think slowly and gradually, LinkedIn is becoming my first love. So I'm not sure, yeah. So I can't tell it to my mother as well because she's looking girls for me for married. But yeah, LinkedIn is slowly becoming my maybe first love, or you can say second love. Yeah. So I'm really enjoy LinkedIn. So if you have any question about LinkedIn, I'm happy to answer. I think I know all about LinkedIn. Yeah, I think I'm best in it in LinkedIn. So I love that platform. I love to grow people. This year I have set a target to train 5,000 people on LinkedIn to help there in optimizing their profile, in developing their profile. So to achieve this goal or this new resolution in month of January, I have done 7 sessions on LinkedIn profile development. With my working schedule, it's sometimes it's hard, but we are trying to do. I think 300 students are trained, so I need to train more 4,700 to achieve this newer resolution. So I think I was very lucky enough to meet Jidre. We met in 2022 with APM in their, it was volunteer forum winter one in Leeds, if I remember. Yeah. So I met her, then we connected on LinkedIn, and I think it's a LinkedIn opportunity. We connected on different sessions hosted by Skills for You. She also joined our AI conference as well, which we organized from Skills for You platform in last year in October time. So yeah, I think one of the uh, good opportunities which I get from LinkedIn. It's all about networking with people, networking with right mindset people. Because I volunteer with APM as well, Association of Project Management. I am volunteering with them from 2022. Now I volunteer with them as a CPD lead role. So in South, we organized. It's my responsibility to organize the career professional development CPD events for the South area. We cover areas like Brighton, uh, Crawley, Brighton, East Grinstead, Maidstone, these areas we cover. So I volunteer with them as well in organizing these events. So whatever I do online, I think all credit goes to LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is the platform where we are getting opportunities on daily basis. My organizations which I mentioned, they are completely entirely. So we have pages on um, Facebook, on Instagram, but mainly we run it from LinkedIn. We connect people on LinkedIn. We get speakers from LinkedIn. We get registrations from LinkedIn. So I think we are using LinkedIn platform as the best possible way we can. So yeah, it was all about me and the organization. You can follow me on LinkedIn. I share good stuff, and I need 2 more followers, so I will get 6,000 followers. Uh, yeah, I think 6,000. At that time, I think I need to be have 10K plus, but obviously it's not about the number of followers. It's about the opportunities you are getting from the platform. So the reason of so this idea come in my mind. So I always admired the work of Jadre. I hosted her in one of the sessions which we organized from APM Southeast Network Platform in Maidstone last year. So I think let's do something on a very big scale. So let's organize a summit and maybe a conference or a summit. We started from conference, but then we named summit. So Global Project Management Summit. So the main idea is that to make it a successful summit involving project managers. So because I have done some work with PMI, with APM in my capacity. These organizations are very good. They are doing an amazing work. But I'm in this field and I told you I always try to do something more and more. So I thought let's do something for the project management community, so we can help the community to grow more and bring people to the conference like Jidre, who is like who really want to help others to grow in this field, because the work we are do with our full-time job, sometimes it's very hard to do all this volunteer stuff, but still we do. So I think the passion to give something or do something for the community is there. So I discussed this idea with Jadre, and I was thinking she will say yes, and she said yes. So yeah, because she's very passionate about the project management community. So our global PM summit, its website is in the making stage, developing stage. Hopefully it will be completing probably mid of February. We are shortlisting speakers. So I'm very excited for May. I already booked my annual leaves as well. So yeah, very excited for it. So and I'm open for questions. If you have any questions, or you want to share something, or if you need any guidance or any support, I'm happy to help. You want to add? You want me to add something more? So I think I added a lot.
Yeah, you did. No, thank you so much. I mean, you know me, I always got 100 questions. So what I'll do is let's see if anyone's got any questions. I'll come in after people's questions after. I think Amanda actually has got a question. Hello, hello. I think you're muted if you are.
Sorry, had to unmute myself. Yeah. Hello, hi Abdul. Nice to meet you. My name's Amanda. I have a question in regards to the Global Summit. So there's currently, I'm not sure how many groups there are, but potentially are you or G, are you expecting to have one project management group? I'm just mindful that I think there's probably about 4 or 5 different groups, probably doing the same thing or similar things or doing different things. But how is it going to work in regards to planning for the coming weeks and months?
So that one I can actually answer. That one I can answer quickly. So what we'll do is after the business case is submitted, you continue working on the business requirements within your group. And then from there, we basically create a plan that is needed, to achieve this project. From the time we basically talk about the plan and identify the different areas we'll have. From there, we will create groups. So we'll basically have a group and we'll have a project manager in that group. From those groups, there will be a few different groups and essentially project teams. From there, we rotate every 2 weeks to a new person being a project manager. So that's how we've done it for project one, and it's been working really well. So that's how we're going to sort of do it for this project as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Lolita.
Hi, good evening, guys. Nice to meet you. So I just wanted to out from yourself, you've not just about the summit and what your plans are, but your experience in organising various group events. If you could maybe share what you think is the most, I guess, the most positive thing you've been able to pull out of doing that, whether it's as the organiser or how you kind of liaise with other people. What do you think was key thing to consider when organising events?
I think you cut off. Is it just me? We was breaking out a little bit, right? I think what I got from there is, was it the most interesting part you was able to pull out from organizing events?
Sorry, guys, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Apologies, I'm in my car. I'm trying to like
Multitask.
get into connect to the Wi-Fi. Okay, so the question was just what you felt was what you think was the biggest kind of tool in coordinating people to get an event, make an successful event, basically. What you think was the key thing for you, given that you organize different things in different spaces?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me, it's time. For me, it's time. For example, you all are project managers or emerging project professionals. So everything project, it depends on time. So if you think your project will complete in 10 days, tell your stakeholders your project will complete in 15 days and do it in 8 days. And tell them you have done it in the 10 days, so they will be happy you will complete it in 5 days earlier. So with my AI conference, which I organized, so I think more than 300, I'm not good with the numbers, but more than 300 participants from around the globe joined. We have international and national speakers as well. So I think we can make it more than 500, but the time was constrained. I was not able to set a proper time of deadline. So, and I was on holidays as well. I went to Pakistan, I went to Saudi Arabia, and then when I come next week was conference. So I think time is the main element. So that's why our coming conference is end of May. So we have enough time to put all the stakeholders like the speakers, community partners on board. Because obviously, if we want to talk to a speaker, we will send an email, right? And it's probably they will get back to you in 1 week or 2 weeks. So you always play with time. So for me, time is the major learning. So now whatever I do, I always set up a time. So I told Jitra the website will be ready in 15 days or maybe 15, but I told my brother make it in 7 days because my brother is developing. So uh, time is very important. And time things I learned from APM. So if you want to organize a simple one speaker session with APM required you to give 3 to 4 months time before that. So we put our proposal of organizing a single event in any place, maybe online it's 2 months, 8 weeks, and physically even face to face even it's 12 weeks. So we submit proposal, and sometimes the speaker say, oh, it's very late, maybe I will not be available, but most of the cases they try to manage it. So time for me is the biggest resource, and if you have time in your hands, you can manage the number of registrations, you can manage the speakers, you can manage the community partners, the topic of presentations, how you will manage the audience. So everything you can do. So time for me, it's personally time is very important.
Perfect, thank you. I have one more question, if that's okay. Just in regards to the summit and what the collective goal is for UNG around this. I know that community is a big part of this, and it seems to be to target aspiring and current project managers. But what would you say is the ultimate sort of tick box that yes, this summit has achieved what we set out to achieve?
So and my personal is to create an impact, right? So if this is the first summit, if we are able to create an impact, then on the basis of that impact, we can do another summit next year, or we can do a mini summit, or we can develop a community of global project managers. So the impact, so that's why we want a lot of takeaways, like the person who register from the summit for this summit and attend the 4 days, 5 days summit, they get a lot of learnings. Yeah, so they get a lot of networking opportunities, connection building. So they can take this and then they will be share the highlights and give us a good feedback. And on the basis of that, we will be able to run maybe next year or do some other stuff with the global PM summit. So we wanted to make a very good impact of this summit, because people come and they attend the events, they attend the sessions, and then they forgot what they do. They just give you a simple feedback, but we want them to give them a feeling or a experience, so they remember us for next time if we are organizing the summit again in 2027. So we don't need to put so much efforts in the marketing, which we will put. So the impact, so they can remember the summit. So this
Okay,
is
so
one things I want.
okay. Okay, that's appreciated and useful to know. So, sorry guys, this is a follow-on question based on the answer. So, what would you say it's the feedback that would be how you would measure that? Is that the ultimate sort of measurement of the success of the event, or are there other things that you would want off the back of people participating or attending?
Obviously, people are paying for this summit to join, right? There will be a registration fees. So if someone wants to pay, I want to give them a full package or a full experience. And the experience comes from the involvement of the speakers, the type of speakers you have, the type of their presentations, the content of the speaker, the type of agenda, uh, the networking sessions, and what will be the takeaways from these. So for me, it's the impact, and obviously the impact and the feedback always depends upon what they will get from the summit, and that will totally rely on the experience. So obviously the speakers, if we can rate it from 100%, so 60% will based on the type of the speakers we are onboarding. So we are onboarding different type of speakers who are working to develop their own community and running their own organization. So yeah, it will be different from other organizations which currently they are doing. I have attended a lot of sessions, summits, or conferences, so I know what they do and how people totally forget. So the experience will be good. The experience will be good, I will assure.
Well, thank you.
You want to highlight anything, Chitra?
No, to be fair, I guess our main ones, and to be fair, I've already kind of, discussed from my perspective. So what we'll do is compare to see how different actually the visions are, if there is any gaps. But my one is definitely, and that was actually some good questions. I'm well done for clarifying, what type of KPIs that we should have basically tracked from here. My one is definitely the surveys and positive surveys. Another one will actually be as well a KPI of how many people have basically joined Project World Takeover communities and Skills for You community as well. That would be really cool. And I guess ticket sales as well, isn't it? Ticket sales, and maybe we should have something like a follow-up question for them, like, would you attend with us next year? And then that way, that links to the whole KPI of how we want to make this a long-term vision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. So we have in mind, we wanted to do it long term. It's not like first and the last time. We wanted to keep it continue. And this summit, the first summit, will decide how we will do it for long term.
Perfect.
I think
No,
a couple of more.
we had, yes. And then also, if you put your hand up once you spoke, so I know Lolita spoke and Amanda spoke, is there different
No,
Amanda. How many Amandas do we have?
no, I've got another question. Sorry.
We got
I'll
the
put my
old
hand up
Amanda
again.
too. The
Oh, is there another Amanda? Oh, okay.
Ada Smile, the other account. But yeah, okay, go on.
Okay, so just following up, so can I just confirm, will the summit be paid for? Is there a
Yes,
fee? There's tickets. Okay, thank you.
there will be
And
different
if there's,
packages, tickets.
it's a ticket to the event. Okay, perfect. And so just going back to what you were talking about, the speakers, will the speakers require a fee, or is there a part, is it voluntary?
Speakers will be volunteer.
They will volunteer. Okay.
So
And my other question, sorry, you saying something?
no, you go on.
My other question was, will there be workshops, or not even will there be, I suppose, do you expect there to be like workshops in between the summit? Yeah, what's your plan around that?
So it's a summit. Will be 3 to 4 days, right? So there will be sessions, there will be panel talk session. When I say it's one-to-one, like speaker is presenting a presentation session, and panel talks when you have 3 speakers involving in a panel talk, and there will be a workshop. For example, in workshop, I will teach you how to optimize your LinkedIn. It can't be a session, right? It need to be you need to give me 2 hours to do that. So
Mm-hmm.
it come in workshop, and it will depend upon the speakers. Maybe one of our speakers said, oh, okay, I want to teach a tool of project
Mm-hmm.
management. So we will label it as a workshop, and then obviously there will be a different packages of registrations.
Mm-hmm.
So it will come according to that, but there will be more than session.
Perfect.
And then what to add as well, I cheekily under the tracker added a link with a little bit more information about the Global Project Management Summit. So I did mention it in the chat to see who will actually go through it, or if people will even notice that there's a new link in that tracker. And essentially in there as well, I added how sessions should work. And we really want to, one of the most important things as well is that each session, we're going to tell the speakers to divide it into beginner focus, but then experience project management focus. And we then want to have breakout rooms for people to basically go and align and discuss about that session, or we'll give them like a reflection form or something like this. And that's as well what will make it pretty cool and different. So the breakout rooms really became a space for reflection, discussion, real experience, confidence building, and peer learning. So if you open that, you'll see a little bit more of just, the little setup of the sessions and how we want them to be. We really want to essentially ensure it becomes peer sessions that really people take away and do stuff. So we do want to have that aspect. And I was really coming through I went through all the feedback through the 4-week course. One of the big things that people really liked was essentially the confidence build. So we're also really going to ensure that that happens all the way throughout the project management summit as well.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect. Thank you.
if I second in the AI conference which you organized in October, there were sessions, panel talk, and workshop. So the major feedback we received was about the workshop, because one of the workshop, the speaker was teaching them AI tools. He teach them 2-3 AI tools. So the major highlights of the 2-day conference become that workshop, because the speaker was uh, showing them the tool and then giving them exercises, use their tool, taking feedback. So it was very fruitful. So yeah, we will do multiple things. And breakout rooms are the great source of networking. If you attend online events, when you are in the breakout rooms, you network, and maybe if you get a small task. So it will be interesting. That's why it's a summit we kept for 3 to 4 days for it.
So you say it would be a mixture of, say, learning, like showcasing best practice, sorry, and say probably networking as well.
Yeah, breakout rooms, networking, sessions talk, panel talks, workshops. So it will be a combination.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Lovely. I think who do we
Hi,
have?
I wanted to ask.
Yeah, go on. I was gonna say,
Um,
if you guys just want to start going after one drops, if you guys want to go next.
I just wanted to. Hold on, I can put my hand down. So I wanted to go a little bit back, Abdul. Hello, my name's Amelia. About this ticketed event because this was something that I had in mind as well when we were doing the business case, and it's going over a few days. So in terms of this event, is it going to be tier? Is it going to be structured as a tier form? Is it going to be that you can purchase a ticket for one of the days? Is it going to be if you purchase a ticket, you're committing to like the 2 or 3 days that it's running over? And in terms of like participants, obviously we've got all this wonderful stuff, all this best practice and knowledge that we're going to be sharing, but is there anything sort of tangible that yourselves and Gidre are putting together to be able to give like as little, I don't know, mini packs or something that participants that they can carry away? Because I know for myself, when I go to things like this, especially on something on like this big of a scale, I like a bit of a goodie bag. I like something that I can, carry away, as well as all of that learning and expertise that I've obviously got. So that was the first question that I had. So I'll let you answer that.
Yeah, so far what we discussed about the packages, I assure you we discussed about the goodie bag, that we needed a goodie bag. Chedre idea was that. So there will be three packages, right? The, for example, go for a basic package, then medium size package, or maybe a premium package. So every package have different categories. For example, so I'm just giving example, obviously it's not finalized. A person paying for a basic package, for example, it's 50 pound, I'm just giving an example, and the person paying for a premium package, maybe it will be around 200 pounds. So that premium package, maybe he will get a goodie bag, he will get a participation certificate or a digital badge, and maybe that person will be allowed to join all the sessions, all the workshop. The person who is paying for the basic package will only attend sessions or panel talks. He will not be allowed to join the panel talks, not the workshops. So we will divide packages based on that, but we want it more accessible. So obviously we will be reviewing each package, and we want it to make as much as affordable for everyone to join. Obviously, if you look the other organizations, their packages are very high in terms of their event, whether it's online or physical. We want more people to join us and to learn. So we will keep it minimum, but obviously we will introduce three packages with different offerings.
Okay, and there's that just off the back of that as well, I assuming that due to Glijo being a student or previous student, that there may be some concessions and your connections to APM, that there'll potentially be some concessions that you'll consider, or is that something that you've spoken about amongst yourselves?
Yeah, we did not discuss about it, but obviously everyone love discounts. I love discounts. I love sales. So we will give some discount. Maybe if 2 person join together, there will be a discount, or 4 people join together, or maybe
Yeah,
some
because
referral, yeah, some kind of that stuff. But we did not finalize it yet.
well, I've been having some ideas just off the back of that about, how you could potentially get people to buy in and offer like student discounts. Maybe they could get like a good discount if they sign up to like one of your courses or something between yourself and Gidre. So just thinking about ways of how you can sort of entice people to keep going and to keep that momentum going outside of this summit.
No, it's a good idea. Yeah, it's a good idea. Maybe courses, or maybe to have a discount in PWTO membership. So anything, yeah, like that. So it's a
Yeah.
good suggestion.
No, definitely. And all of these things, please, guys, definitely check it our way. So, it'll get us thinking. In terms of goodie bags, we're thinking digital goodie bags. Goodie bags
All of
essentially
that.
from one each speaker to provide a resource for it. The benefit for the speaker, well, of course, free marketing. And the benefit for the people will to entice them to go for those, specialist experience and everything like this. So we essentially will provide. We'll provide basically, the opportunity to every speaker to do it. Another thing we're also doing is getting in touch with other businesses as well, seeing if, let's say, they want to contribute and add anything else from their business to the goodie bag. So let's say it will be like a digital goodie bag. I mean, I should have 3 books out by then, so hopefully my goodie bag can even be in physical form. And then in terms of, forgot my other part. Got my other part, never mind. So that's the digital goodie bags. Um, Lost my other point. So if it comes back to me, I'll share. Unless what did I not address? What did you just ask? The goodie bag and
Was sort of looking at ways to sort of like get people on board. So they're saying that maybe, like, for example, if they was to purchase like the premium package, they'll get access to like some of the other services that you and Abdul have that are paid services, or get a discount or something like that. But also as well, specifically looking for students, like what support you could offer, because you're going to have people coming to the summit that are students, and money's going to be, something that's challenging, and they want to be able to, I suppose those that are serious want to get the best out of the summit. So I suppose you'll have your prices, kind of like a little bit of a uni days, that you have your standard price, but you also can get like a discount if you're like a student or something like that. So I was just thinking that from that perspective,
yeah,
would you be considering stuff like that?
yeah, no, definitely. And even brought my original point. So thank you. That definitely strangled my memory in the way that. So no, definitely we'll do some, discounts and everything. And another thing, what we'll do is offer discounts to essentially, like Abdul mentioned, like, to the stuff that we already have existing. So essentially, if you want to join Bridget or Takeaway World of Courses, you'll be able to get like a special discount. And you also want me and Abdul to create like a joint offer that during the session, come and purchase this, and it's whether it's an intensive or a course or something. And for that as well, you can get it basically at a cheaper rate once you're apart. So yeah, no, definitely. And like, especially for students, because we want to give back, we want to help as much as we can. So any cool ideas like that, definitely let us know. And then maybe we can even divide the teams like that, right, into different initiatives. Who's looking after all the deals, who's looking after the speakers, who's looking after XYZ. So that's how we'll divide it. Thank you.
Sorry, just on the thought, I'm just going to cut in just while I have it in my head and on the back of Amelia. So with that question, are there, just as a marketing, will there be any like CPD points or like a certification alignment or something, especially if you're working with, is it PMI and stuff? Is that something that you've thought of?
Yeah. So for actually to qualify for CPD is a hefty process. We'll have a look. And I mean, technically we can give, those certificates, unless it's like Prince 2, those certificates that you get even from like Google certifications, they don't really matter. But it does look like, for some reason, it's a big motivation for people. So we can
Yeah,
technically do a certificate, but it's not like, oh my God, I put this certificate on there, is going to do much. But I think mentally it makes people feel like,
they've come, yeah. I was just thinking of a selling point of enticing people to the summit. What makes it kind of stand out from, I don't know, the next Bob
different,
Joe
yeah.
summit? Yeah, just
Yeah.
yeah.
Just
That
off
just
the
came
back
to
of
me.
that as well. Sorry, Lily, so I'm jumping in. Just off the back of that as well, obviously it won't be accredited, because we know that that's generally a hefty process for any sort of industry that you're in. But I suppose, like, in terms of like for employers, you can say that, I'm keeping up on CPD by going to these things that are essentially like outside of like the things that I should be doing for APM, PMI, etc., etc. So I suppose in that respect, it's great for employability on some level, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So I guess could I leave that as a thinking point for everyone? Think how can we link it to CPD and really think how we can entice people to join it.
Okay.
Perfect, thank you. And then sorry, perfect. We have you here. Our last little hand.
I didn't even know I was lost. My bad. Yeah, I think just with everything that we've talked about, I'm hearing a lot of things that would be with the summit and everything. The question that I had in the beginning was, how do we measure the impact of the summit for experienced professionals? Because with all of these summits, I've been to a couple, and you see that there is a lot of people who are new to industry or getting into an industry, but there's not as many people who are experienced in the industry and who go to this summit. So how do we entice them to come, and what does impact look like with experienced professionals? That's my question.
Yeah. No, thank you. Abdul, I got some things I want to add. Do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, if you want to add, I will share.
Yeah. So my one is confidence boost. From coaching people, one thing I'm actually finding, it doesn't matter if you're in here none at all, months or days to 20 years. Confidence is a big problem. People don't really recognize their value. People also have been in the same industry and in the same role for 20 years. They're not sure how to your CV should look like. They also feel like they don't know enough. So we're really gonna measure it by their confidence boost. Um, I've asked Abdul as well to do something on the LinkedIn, so maybe we could even do something cool like measure how many of the participants said they went and updated their LinkedIn to reflect all of the amazing experiences that they've had. Another one, we want to showcase a project management tool. So if you go to the document, I'm essentially proposing that we run the event in a project way. Why? That's another cool thing that people don't realize. It will also allow us essentially to showcase Jira Live. So what we will do is essentially we would basically go through all the stages that we went through as a group for the project, talk about the business cases and everything, and basically really say, well, now we have made it to this stage where we are going live with the project, and we're also going to treat this live, have different speakers and there's different sessions as a different epic. Let's say as a new session comes up, rather than having the announcements or something, we can basically tick off the session. So it'll hopefully showcase people how Jira and other project management tools are also not as scary as we think. So that's what we'll be going from. However, I definitely do believe it'll be easier to entice entry-level project management professionals than the, let's say, older ones. So that's another point of consideration. How do we entice those experienced professionals, which I think will link to the CPD because you can hear more about CPD further down anyway.
I have some ideas around that because I'm thinking just for myself, like who comes from a completely different industry, but I've worked within social care for 20 years. So I've been around the block. I really know what's happening within that sector. But this is a global summit, so it's people from around the world. And I think something that will really entice experienced PMs is that actually we get to connect in with people around the world. We are seeing we are seeing how it's done around the world. We're seeing the differences. We're seeing the similarities. To have renowned guest speakers from different countries, I think for experienced project managers, I think that is even going to be a thing that might entice them opportunities to further connect. So I think, in terms of knowledge, skills and experience, I think initially they might be like, well, this is something that, we all kind of know, especially those seasoned professionals. But I think that, Pautal and yourselves are coming with a fresh new flavour, which I think will be really interesting for those who are seasoned professionals. But like I said, using that opportunity that actually we're connecting around the globe. This is invaluable experience, regardless of whether you're just coming into the industry or you've been here for 20, 30 years. You're connecting with professionals from all sort of aspects from different parts of the globe. So that's the way that I would sort of sell that personally.
No, perfect. Thank you. And I think the breakout rooms as well, right? That's a big part. And that's exactly it. It's the feeling of belonging, the feeling of connectivity. That's actually huge in this world. So we'll definitely play with that. And I feel like it's true. Everyone's focused on like one area. So I don't know, think we'll end up doing that this time. But initially, what I really wanted to do is have a speaker from each continent. Like, how cool would that be? And we can be like, we have a global summit with literally a speaker from each continent. Um, so definitely cool idea. Thank you. What about you, Abdul? What would you say?
Question for Abdul. Okay.
Oh, yeah, the previous question, I think confidence and then career growth. So we add like if you attend a normal conference, so there are mostly panel talks and sessions. I have attended different organizations, big project management organizations, conferences, sessions. There's hardly you find workshops where you will practically learn any tool, and they don't give anything. They will just give you their pamphlet. They don't give you any offers. They don't give you any discounts. They don't give you any goodie bag. It's just maybe a pen or something. So yeah, I think the workshops will create a very good different point, and then obviously breakout rooms for networking. So it will help them in confidence building, in knowing the industry, career growth. So over, I think it will help them.
Sorry to pitch in as we're pitching in. Thanks. Abdul, I've got a question for you, Samantha. Just in regards to the AI summit that you did before, what would you say is the biggest, I say, risk that you encountered from doing that, or something that we can learn from for this summit?
Yeah, the biggest, I think I done mistake in assessing the time risk. So obviously it was a successful conference. It was a 2 days conference, but I can make it more successful. But the time element, because I told you I was on holidays, and then the conference, when I come back, it was just 1 week away. So yeah, I think that was one of these major highlight, which I think I did not manage well in terms of risk assessment with the time limitation I have. I was thinking, oh, I will holidays, I can do it, but then obviously it became very challenging. But the other stakeholder wise, I think I was very successful, or my team at Skills for You were very successful in getting a very good speakers. We had national and international speakers, like 4 of them are from international, 4 were from Pakistan. So from speaker side, we were secured. From the feedback, from the topics side, we were secured. So yeah, time was the major thing. Yeah, I learned. I think it was one of the biggest lesson which I learned in last 2025.
And did you have any follow-on activities from that? So did you have any partnerships or anything following on from that event?
So after the AI conference, we have Skills for You membership. It is free membership. So during the conference or after the conference, the number of membership increased. More people get to know about Skills for You and Pakistan Career Fair, the two organizations. So more people connected with us. So now whatever we do, obviously it's mostly Pakistani based, but we never feel any issues in getting registrations. For example, I was doing a workshop on job hunting on LinkedIn, and then 150 people sign up for it, and then 80 people attended. So I think it creating an impact of people mind, and then the feedback we were receiving throughout the conference. So that was very good, and then people still remember us. uh, so the major highlight for Skills for You was this conference in 2025. So people are remembering us from this conference. That's why this conference is coming, the summit is coming in May. From Skills for You, I am organizing a freelancing summit in April, which will be end of April. For me, it's back to back 2 summits. So one is this global project management summit, and from Skills for You, I'm organizing a freelancing and entrepreneurship summit. And then we announced that summit. We made a Google form and just announced, and I think almost 200 people already filled that form. And we did not done a proper marketing for it. We did not even announce a single speaker, but the impact is we are carrying the impact forward.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Sorry, I just wanted to have a quick question, really quickly. It's kind of hi, I'm Ruth, by the way. Sorry, Ruth. It was going back to a question that was asked earlier about how to measure the impact of a summit. And basically, I wanted to know, like, how do you measure your quantifiable data? So in regards to the summit happening and you're having speakers and having a digital goodie bag, essentially, would that be discounts for a product, so such as Jira or any other kind of software tool being used? Can you measure that by how many signups that it gets and stuff like that? I don't know. Just wondering how you would be able to actually get some data of that and determine whether or not it was a successful event.
Obviously, there will be people will register. So, for example, 1,000 people register for this summit, right? And then every session there will be a survey or a feedback. So they attend a session. Now they have to give a feedback. So that from the basis of that feedback, we can measure that what were the people expectation, have we really meet their expectations, and what was their feedback about the speaker, about the topic, and about overall management. And then obviously after the summit is finished, we have the data, we can reach out to them with offers, we can reach out them for surveys, we can reach out them for the feedback, and then on the basis of feedback we can make very good decisions for our future events or sessions or for summit. So data is obviously very important, and then we'll work around it.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect, thank you. And actually, thank you so much, Amanda, for steering us towards lessons learned, because we actually didn't really get through as much as we needed. But to be fair, I think those questions were really good. So what we'll do is we'll see if you guys feel like we need another session. From here, we want to see from the positives and the negatives. So I guess, could you quickly go over some of the positive lessons and what your follow-up actions is, if you know we should include it into the summit, and then essentially any negatives as well. I didn't want to keep this call for 1 hour, so I'll put it into a delimited diary. So we legit will get cut off in a few minutes, just to make it fast for you. Abdul, did you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I missed your point.
We're basically doing lessons learned. We will get cut off in a few minutes because I wanted to limit it to 1 hour on purpose. So if you could quickly go over any negative or positive lessons learned that you had, and follow up recommendations for that as well.
Oh, for my lessons learned from the conference.
Yeah.
I think I already highlighted the time limitation. So now I'm very good with the time. So I think it was a successful conference, but it can be more successful if I was able to manage that time. And obviously, these sessions, like the business case you guys are doing and your questions are coming. For example, my thinking is different, right? Jaded thinking is different. When we think, we plan, it's only two of us thinking. But then your business case is coming, your questions, answers are coming. She shared a document with me, then I went through it, and then it opened our mind as well. So it give more clarity, it give more understanding. It will also help us like what people are thinking. So I think uh, it's also creating a plus point as well in preparing for the summit, because we are in initial stages now. We wanted to make it live before end of February. So obviously all of these inputs we will add. So I think these were the positive learnings from these sessions or from the AI conference. But at the end, whatever project you do or anything you do, I think there's always learning, right? And I personally think the can't be negative learning. Whatever I do, I always take positive learning. I don't think so there is a negative learning. Obviously, I understand my mistakes, I work on it, and I get improved. For me, negative learning, I never feel anything. Obviously, I if someone give me a negative feedback or anything, but at the end of the day, it's a learning for me. Yeah, it's learning for me. Like I had an issue with my team member, and then I was not happy. So, but then obviously I took some time. I discussed with my other team member, and then it was my fault at the end. Not 100%, but maybe 50-60%. But it was a learning for me. And every day in workplace I face these things. So I think it's learning and how you take things, yeah. So it's totally how you
Yeah.
take things.
Exactly, because actually it's such a big, every time I do lessons learned, the project managers get so scared because they feel like I'm saying, oh, what you did was wrong. It's not what you did is wrong, is let's see what went well, what didn't go well, so we can learn from it. There's no such thing as mistakes. It's an opportunity to try and do it better. And I guess by having hosts, you had a host essentially present each of the speakers, different hosts, I believe, for different speaker. Did you find that beneficial? Would you have less hosts or would you continue having a host per speaker?
No, the host, so it come on the content side. If you are publishing different hosts, so obviously you get 7 to 8 hosts, right? And then you have 7 to 8 speakers or 10 speakers. Then it create more content for social media, or it create more interest for the people who wants to register. So I think we need host. And then, for example, if I am hosting all the sessions or you are hosting any session, so people also want to see some new faces as well. And the host, we will appoint host for the sessions or for the workshops. It will be learning for them as well. So I think hosts are very important, and it create good content for the post as well on the LinkedIn, because you need regular content on LinkedIn or any other platforms. Because for our this conference, for the summit, the main marketing platform we will be using, which will be LinkedIn. So we will be
Yeah,
utilizing LinkedIn for its marketing, and from LinkedIn we need more faces on our page.
yeah,
Like your recent
definitely.
post, if you remember the recent post I done for you on the Global PM page, it got more attraction, and then obviously my post also get attraction. So people connect with people more.
Yeah, people connect with people. No, perfect. Thank you so much. Well, thank you so much for your time. If you think of any other positive or positivish, that can be positivish lessons because you don't do negatives, let us know. From the team's perspective, if we feel like we need, more clarity on anything, we'll grab you another web time. I posted all the links from all LinkedIn with Myers. Honestly, that community is amazing on all the tips that he shares. So highly recommend. Skills for You, Global PM Summit as well. Definitely connect with Web, please. And yeah, thank you so much. And if we get any other questions,
So
we shall swoop you over.
thank you so much everyone for your time and for your input. So I think next session we will do when our website will be in shape, and then we can take everyone feedback on it so they can see all the offerings. Obviously, the speaker will take time to be on the website, but they can see some of the main sessions or the packages and everything. Uh, I, I will share you the video with you, the website, the homepage section. It's already done. So thank you so much, everyone, for your time and for your input and for your questions. We'll be learning for you and for me as well. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn anytime. Thank you so much, Jidre.
Perfect.
Best
Thank
wishes.
you. Have a lovely, productive week. And be sure to align on all the other stuff.
Yeah, thank you so much. And take care.
Thanks,
Bye.
Abdul. Take care. Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.